Hey guys, Happy New Year to you. This is Cheryl with Architect Destiny, and I'm finally getting around to doing a flip through of my 2020 planner system. This year has been really busy for me so far. I hope you all are having a very productive start to your 2020. So I just want to jump on and do a flip through of my 2020 system, which I had promised to do. So I'm not going to belabor the introduction. I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I was in a Hobonichi Techo cousin Avec the last part of 2019. Prior to that, I was in classic size Franklin Covey rings. And I basically fell in love with the Hobonichi Techo cousin last year and decided that I was going to go with that again in 2020. However, in my planning system for last year, those of you who, as I said, follow me on Instagram, you know that I basically used a single book last year, and I did all of kind of my bullet journal spreads and so forth in the back of my cousin. I didn't really use the daily pages for daily planning. I used them to construct my bullet journal spreads for all of the supplemental parts of my planning system. And that worked fine for me, but I thought this year that I would kind of branch out and use my daily pages for daily planning and memory keeping. So instead of using the dailies for my bullet journal spreads, I am using a Stalogy. Oh, can't get my situation here. Okay, so I'm using two books in my planning system this year. I have my Hobonichi Techo Cousin Avec, and I have an A5 half-year Stalogy. And I'm using the half-year Stalogy for my bullet journal spreads. And this has really been working well for me so far. So I'm going to just kind of jump in and just flip through. I probably won't do a lot of commentary, but I'll do some because I don't want the video to be too long. But I do want to show you what I have. So first of all, I'm using a Hobonichi Techo Cousin A5 planner cover in the Night Safari, which is the navy on the outside and this beautiful kind of caramely brown color on the inside, which I bought from DeVeo Arts and Crafts on Etsy. I have also the clear cover-on cover with this beautiful design that I also purchased from DeVeo Arts and Crafts. So I really love this. I'll just kind of give you a view of what my planner looks like from all the different viewpoints. That's kind of a top view, side, bottom. It has the beautiful little bookmarks, which I am using right now. So that's my cover, just to get to the inside. It does have two pen loops, which I really love. So I have my standard gray mild liner in the front, and I am using this year a Uni Jetstream 3 ballpoint pen in .38. I don't know if that's focused enough for you to see that. Has three colors, black, blue, red, which I use primarily the black and the red. But I'm enjoying this pen. It works very well on the Tomoe River paper. It's ballpoint, so I don't have to worry about waiting for it to dry and all of that. I can highlight over it right away with my mild liners. So I'm enjoying this pen. So I think I'm going to stick with this. When I do purchase another one, I may go up to the .5. This is a very fine line, which is fine. It's good for a small planner because you need to be able to write small. But I may jump up to the .5 next time I buy one. But I'm enjoying this one right now. So just open up my planner. What I have here in the front cover is just some basic things. I'm so sorry, I can't remember where I got this plan clip from. I'll have to look that up, but it's just a little paper clip that says plan. I have some tiny little ollie clips that I purchased from the Container Store, some various sizes of paper clips, sizes and shapes, ollie clips, which I purchased from Ollie Block on Etsy. I love these post-it page flags. Got those on Amazon, and then these little page flags that I basically use for pre-planning, I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Yes. I decided to go on my front cover with a washi dashboard, and I wanted to incorporate the colors that I have. It's hard for me to make sure I'm getting in frame. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. I wanted to incorporate the colors that I have on my divider tabs. So I just picked some of my washi's that have those colors and made this beautiful dashboard, and I really love it. I did not do the same design on this side because I knew I would be pulling my book in and out of the cover, and I didn't want to, tear up the washi. So I only did it on this side. Then I just have a Target Dollar Spot plastic adhesive pocket here, and I just put a little die cut in here. It says Planner Nerd. This is from Fox and Pip. The first section in my Stalogy is planning prompts, and I discovered these Better Over Perfect life transcribing prompts, I think on Pinterest maybe, or I saw them in somebody else's planner in a YouTube video, and I hunted them down and I wanted these in my planner to help me to, with my brain dumping and things like that. So this first section is all my planner prompts. So as I mentioned, these are from Better Over Perfect, and you can get these on her website if you sign up for her newsletter. So I'm enjoying these. Brain Dump Trigger List. This comes from Vienna Ortiz. This is an older version. It's also a customized version. I included my family members and things like that. So I basically took her list and I customized it for my needs. This is a monthly review checklist from Alexis, Miss Trenchcoat. I wanted to have this in my planner as well, and I'll show you where I'm going to be doing this over in my daily planning section. Getting Things Done by David Allen. This is just kind of a flow chart of his process, and I do incorporate parts of this in my planning process, so I just wanted to have this in here. I just like to keep things like this for reference because as your planning system evolves and changes, you never know when you might really want to incorporate some different things. And I just like to have a lot of reference information. This is more getting things done, kind of an encapsulated description of the process, kind of in 5 bullet point steps. This is my own custom planning routine that I put together. It has evolved over the last year and a half. There have been many iterations of it, and this is the current iteration that incorporates new things that I'm doing in my Hobonichi and my Stalogy, and basically, I turn to this when I'm getting ready to do my weekly and monthly planning. I have it in my Stalogy pasted in here with washi tape so that if I update it at any time, I can just untape it and put the new version in here. I also decided I wanted to have this on a laminated page in a smaller version that, I just stick it in here like this and, close it in my planner. When I'm not using it, it kind of sits out there like that. But I can take this out, put this on the desk beside me when I'm doing my planning and refer to it. It's front and back. So I'm really enjoying using that as well. Then I have my next section is notes, and this is basically my brain dump section. I have lots of pages allocated to this where I can just come here and just jot down anything that comes to my mind or something that I want to look into further later that I don't have to put time to put in the appropriate section of my planner. So I just toss it in here and I don't have to worry about forgetting about it. And then I always, as part of my planning routine, come to this section. It says, yeah, oop. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep in frame. I am not a pro at this at all. So I can come and look at this and use this for my planning. So I have lots of pages here to last me a good long time. This is my reference section, just anything that I may need to refer to from time to time, you know, logins for various websites that I go to, license plate numbers for our cars, just, you know, your basic whatever kind of information you might want to store in your reference section, Wi-Fi, password, so forth. So I have a couple pages for that. This is my finance section, and we start off with my bills calendar. This just shows these little translucent colored dots are from Nicole Hutch Designs. She is one of my absolute favorite sticker shops. So I have all of the due dates for our bills and then the detail here for which bill. So I can quickly look at this calendar and see how many bills are due in a given pay week and what they are, and then all of our paydays. My husband gets paid every week. His paydays are in purple. I get paid bi-weekly. Mine are in orange. And so I can see our paydays and how many bills are, you know, come out of our bank account. Most of our bills are on auto pay. So I do want to know when they come out, and I keep track of the major ones here, like the utilities. I keep track of those here. So just for reference, I can see if there are major changes from month to month, and maybe there's something I might have some questions about or whatever. So I've got a couple pages of that. Then I go to my sinking funds section, and I have a few sinking funds. This is our emergency fund, and then I have on this little sticky note up here in the corner, when money comes into this account, I have that set up on automatic draft for money to come into our savings. So I have a couple pages for emergency fund, our brokerage account, which is an investment account, you know, how much per month and when, what date it goes into the brokerage account from our checking. Travel fund, and I haven't restarted some of these for 2020 yet, but we will. Travel fund, Christmas fund, just general gift fund, like for birthdays or Mother's Day or, you know, whatever. Our HSA, health savings account, my husband's IRA. Then I have some tracking for our credit cards, and I just have a little Target dollar spot pocket right here that I can stick receipts if I don't have time to post it right at that moment. But I do want to keep track of our credit card spending on these pages. So we have 2 cards. So I have our Chase Visa, I have a few pages for that. We have, and a place for notes as well on that card. Wells Fargo Visa, same setup. Notes on that card. And then my older son, his bills. He pays us monthly for his phone and his car insurance. Then we have another bill that we're tracking our payments on, my son's tuition payments, and then just some extra pages for whatever might come up in that section. And then brain dump for, oh, this is my home section. Sorry, you're not seeing my tabs. This is our home section. Brain dump for home projects, things we might need to buy for the house and things like that. Meal prep ideas. Our medical appointments reference calendar. This says, when is the last time I had a physical? My boys' eye doctor appointments, when's the last ones that we had? And I write the dates in pencil so that I can erase them each year and put the new dates and keep track for insurance purposes, because you can't have a physical twice in one calendar year and your insurance pay for it. So I want to know the last time any of us had one, so I'll know when to schedule the next one. And so then this is notes for the home section. And let's see. Next section is shopping. And this is my just general to buy list for whatever things that don't have to be purchased this week. If they have to be purchased this week, I'll put them on my to buy on my weekly shopping list. But this is like for future, whenever we get to it kind of things. Then I have my coupon tracker and little Target Dollar Spot pocket for my coupons. And then I have coupon expiration date, and I have 2 columns so that saves space and paper. I can use this page twice as long as if I just had, 1 column here. I try to put 2 columns whenever I can on a page, and that kind of makes my pages go a little bit further. So I have several pages for my coupon tracker, refunds tracker, so I can keep track of when I get a refund for something and, what card I charged it on, or if it was cash, I put cash, and then the date that the refund actually posts back to our account. So have that. Online orders, that's pretty self-explanatory. I put the date of the purchase, the item that was purchased and where I bought it, the cost, which credit card I used, when the item ships, when I get an email saying that it shipped, and then when it actually arrives. Then these are schedules for my boys. They are both away at school, and so I have their spring semester schedules. So any pertinent dates that I need to know about, I make sure I put on my calendar. So part of my planning routine is to check their schedules. When is Christmas break? When is spring break? When do they have exams? So I know I can be praying for that and different things. So I have these in here, and it says right there, schedules. Then this is my planner section. And this is where, I just take notes when I see things on YouTube, I see things on Instagram, I see things on Etsy that I like, Pinterest, what have you. These are ideas that, I may want to incorporate into my planner, or products that I may want to purchase at some point. I just jot all of these ideas here, and then, I can always refer to it when I'm ready to do something new, or, gosh, what was that pen that I saw that I really liked? I probably wrote it here. So I'm going to come back here and refer to this like the Pentel point liner. I have to have one of those. I saw that on somebody's YouTube, and I have to have one, so I'm going to buy that one day and try it out. So planner ideas, I have a few pages for that. To buy list for my planner, couple pages for that. Coupon codes, just general notes, like I have some hashtags for Instagram, buy, sell, trade groups on Facebook and Instagram. Then this is my project section. And this is my master project list. And from here, if I'm going to work on a project, then I pull that project from this list and I go to my actual project planner, which this is the name of the project, to-dos to go with that project, if I need to buy anything to go with this project, and then notes. So I have several pages for projects in here. Yeah, I have several pages of projects. This is my collections section. And these are just lists of things that, that I want to keep. Things I want to try, restaurants that I like or that I want to go to, favorite wines, vacation planning, reference stuff, gift ideas for my husband, favorite shops that I like to go to, activities I want to try, artists and music that I like, just different things. I have some Netflix movies that my son said I need to watch, so I just threw them on a piece of paper and threw them in here. So I'll write them on this list eventually. And then I have room for some more lists if I come up with anything else. So that's my collections. Then I have my personal section, and I have a page for dreams, a place for ideas, just general notes, my weight log, and a health tracker for something that I'm tracking, doctor's appointments and notes to go with those appointments, books to read, and as I read them, I'll check them off. Then this is my research section. This is things that, I hear about or read about or someone tells me about that I want to do further research into, like mindfulness. I heard about 21 Day Fix. I think it's some kind of eating program or workout program or something. Shakeology, ASMR, Instant Pot, things that I want to look into. What in the heck is Ezekiel bread? I saw that on Recommando on Instagram. I was like, what is that? So I wrote it down. I want to check into it. So that's my research section. Waiting on. Don't want to lose track of things. If somebody's supposed to call me back about something, I write it here. If I have an online order that I'm waiting on, I write it here. If I'm supposed to be reimbursed for something from work, I write it here. So I don't lose track of it. So as part of my planning process, I always check here. And if I'm expecting something, then I put it in my waiting on section in my weekly spread, in my Hobonichi. Quotes. Architect Destiny notes, virtual assistant notes. I'm working on getting that business up and running for myself. And then some blank pages, sticky notes, dashboard back here. Ooh. Sticky note dashboard. I just taped in a piece of acetate with double-sided tape and put my sticky notes on there. Then I have some more sticky notes in the back. I forgot where I got these. Oh, I think I found these in the dollar bin at Michael's, maybe. These sticky coffee cup sticky notes are from Walmart. I've had these a long time. You probably remember these from my ring planner. And this is just a Starbucks cup image that I printed from Pinterest. So this is my Stalogy. It just sits in here real nice and cozy in the front pocket of my planner. And this is my Hobonichi. This is my actual calendar back here. So I just slide this in the back pocket of my planner. I'm making this real hard for myself. I didn't plan this, you guys. I'm doing this totally on the fly. So that's why it seems a bit of a hot mess a little bit. But I'm going to have a sip of coffee. That's better. So this is my planner. I have a Target dollar spot pocket here in the front where I keep my stencil that I use every single day. This is a Hobonichi stencil. I created a little inbox dashboard here. Again, it's just a piece of acetate that I double-sided taped into my planner. Put an assortment of sticky notes just for interest and color. But this is a place where I can just come and jot a quick note if I don't have time to, if I don't go to my Stalogy and write it in the notes section, but I just need to write something down real quick. I put it here and then I process it later. So that's my inbox. I have another Target dollar spot pocket with some dots that I got these from the Container Store, and I need to refill this. This is just a piece of acetate that I cut down and rounded the corners so I could stick in here. I use these dots on my calendar like all the time, on my monthly and my weekly. Those dots come from Planner Kate, and so I need to refill this with my Planner Kate dots. So I keep that there. Just a little Planner Babe sticker. This came off of a freebie from someone. I can't remember who. So my yearly view stickers, these come from the Pain Station. And on my yearly view, you can see down at the bottom what I track here. I have a little color code key. My paydays are green, holidays are orange. Paid time off, PTO, is blue. Time change, spring and fall, those are yellow. Sick days will be purple. Volunteer time off is kind of this fuchsia color, and then floating holidays are gray. So that's what I'm tracking on this calendar. And then over here, I don't really use these, but I still wanted them to look cute. So I have the Happy Planner Dates and Holidays sticker book. So these month stickers came from that. And I just put little sticker notes over here. How much PTO do I have this year? Volunteer time off, total. And then, you know, I'll make adjustments to those numbers as I use my vacation and volunteer time. Payouts for yearly bonuses twice a year. Got that there. Then this spread I use for just things I want to capture down at the bottom that I want to make sure I have in my planner for that month. So when I'm doing my monthly planning, I can go here and reference. Then in these Calendex sections, I track doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, birthdays, and anniversaries. That's what goes here. Then I get into my monthlies and I'll just flip through. You can see where I use these dots all over the place. I like to put a little washi. And stickers. I love my stickers. I mark my work from home days with a little house. I mark birthdays with balloons. And anniversaries typically with a heart. Let's see, I don't see an anniversary yet, but so I have all those dates in here from my yearly view. Holidays, birthdays. I've gone ahead and put all of those in. Daylight savings time in March, Easter, tax day, all that. So these are my monthlies. Oh, in my monthly tabs, I got these from the Container Store. And they're so pretty. I just love the colors. I just think they're beautiful. They're very durable. They're plastic, and I don't have to worry about them tearing up or bending. So I love those. These month stickers are from the Happy Planner Dates and Holidays book. So those are all my monthlies. Then we get into my weeklies. Basically the same type setup that I've been using for a while. Just chronologically, this is how things happen, but I don't really use the time schedule here. I don't really use, it's just loosely, you know, from morning to evening, this is the order in which things happen for my day. And then I have my sidebar set aside for weekly to-dos that don't have a specific day. Priorities for the week, I usually will have one or two. And then this is new. I used to have a big monthly tracker in the bullet journal section of my planner, but that was kind of cumbersome for me. I would always have to go back there and look for it and try to remember to track things. And I had a lot of things I was tracking. And so I really streamlined my tracker for this year and I put it on my weekly page. I used to have memories here in this bottom section of the sidebar, but I have put my memories in my daily planning section now. So I decided to track those things that are truly important to me and to do it on my weekly spread so that it's right in front of my face and I don't forget to track. I track my weather up at the top. I love doing that. And then down the bottom section of my weekly spread, these are all of my categorized to-dos. People I need to contact, my meal prep for the week, bills that need to be paid this week, my shopping list, errands that I need to run this week. This little alarm clock is my waiting on list. And then this week I was trying to track my Instagram posts, but I'm probably not going to do that again. I don't think it's a good use of the space. I'd rather put some deco here. I don't think I'm going to be tracking that. So yeah. And then this is the current week. And this is pre-planning for next week. This is basically what I do. Put one of these day timer sticky notes on the page. You can see I've got them all the upcoming weeks. And then I jot things there that I need to remember when I sit down to do my weekly planning. So those are my weeklies. Then we jump over to here. On this page, I am going to print out a picture of my vision board, and I'm going to print it on full page sticky note and cut it in half, and I'm going to paste it here so that I can keep my vision board with me. So that's what this little note is. I'm going to do that next week. Then for my dailies, I'm excited about these and I'm really enjoying this so far. These gold stickers I purchased from Nicole Hutch Designs. Love her, love her. So these are my goals for January. And the little gold stickers come from Nicole Hutch as well. They're not, this isn't printed on here. This is a sticker that says goals. These big stickers just say January and they have the little bullet points. But I put the word goals up here. So this is my goals for the month. I mentioned when I was going through my planning prompts that I had a monthly review checklist. So at the end of the month, that's where I'm going to put my monthly review. What went well, what didn't, what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish, and why. And I'm just going to do an assessment of the month right here as far as my productivity. And then these are my dailies. I'm having fun being able to use my big stickers from my Happy Planner books that I haven't been able to use anywhere else. So that's really fun. So I have a to-do section. Yeah, sometimes I put my meal planning if I'm cooking, if I'm watching football, if I'm going to be doing some filming. And then this is kind of my journaling for the day. And I have some washi and stickers, my larger stickers with quotes and things like that. So this is fun. I'm really liking this. So I'll just kind of flip through these so you can see them. They all have basically the same format. Oops. And this is today. And so that's kind of my dailies. And again, I have these little, it's amazing, these little number tabs that just, correspond to January, February, March through June. They match these ones that I got from the Container Store, but I bought these on Etsy, and I'm sorry, I forgot who I bought them from. I'll have to try to look that up. But these just kind of mark the months for my dailies. I thought they were cute, and they match my monthly calendar stickers. So my dailies, I got my pencil board stuck back here in the back that I use when I'm writing. A lot of times, not all the time. Just got some sticky notes stuck back here in the back. Kind of moving around a little bit. That goes right there. Again, just a piece of acetate that I double-sided taped. I've got another Target Dollar Spot pocket, which is some stamps and a little sampler, a Yay die cut that I got from a Clear Plan, and just a little note to myself about peace. And then this back pocket back here, I stick stamps and address labels and there's a deposit slip and just some general things that I want to process. I just stick in this little pocket back here. So guys, that's my planner. That is my 2020 setup. I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to make comments or ask me any questions that you might have. And thanks for watching. Bye.